Hello everyone, my name's Larry, aka Simmy Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Mini Mileage Adventure series. My series on Euro Truck Simulator 2, where we are trucking our way through Europe, including all the pro mods, and all the jobs we're taking on this series are all under 320 miles. So if you are enjoying the series so far, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, give me any feedback down below. This episode ahead was originally live streamed. They've been clipped down into episodes before we start pumping out newly recorded episodes. I will leave a link up there for you to be able to go back and watch the actual live stream if you wanted to catch up with the conversation. There are new episodes coming soon. This is job number 2. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. I hope you enjoy. Do Kirkenes in a 530 2021 DAF XG Plus. Take that one. Alright, we are off. What we got here? Nice, everyone, the cheapest colour everyone knows is white. I think it's probably, and I don't know, but it's probably the most common truck colour. I think we're going out here. Yeah, I would say, I guess it's probably the cheapest, or well, the most common colour of truck, because it's usually the free colour. Let's try not to end this up in a ditch somewhere. No one said it was going to be easy. Same chilling on the sofa watching Sim. That's my name, don't wear it out. I think we just nicked the trailer on the way out there. But that's okay, we won't worry about that. Yeah, this one was 302 miles. And you could definitely feel the power difference in this truck compared to the other one. And I think it's 5 tons lighter as well. But I think the truck is a monumental amount of more power as well. And you can feel the difference. So I need to sort my keybinds out for my cruise control. Cool. So should be able to use a bit of cruise now as well. If you are looking to join a VTC, guys, as Streamlabs says, I do have a VTC. The link to the Discord should be in the description to the stream. So if you are looking to join a VTC, SD Logistics is my VTC. We are currently 15 members strong. Quite a lot of you here tonight are part of the VTC and crews for SD Logistics, which is greatly appreciated. We are completely low stress. No minimum mileage per month, weekday, all of that stuff. So it's just come and roll, have a good time. So yeah, if you are interested, come and join the Discord. Link is in the description. All the information is in the Discord. Whoa, this is going to be tight. Oh, stop it. Thank you. Yeah, link is in the description and all the info is in the Discord. We are always recruiting, so we would love to have more people. On the selling point as well, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit the like button. Really does help the stream out with the algorithm. The dark mistress that is the algorithm. And of course, as always, if you are enjoying the stream, the content, if you've watched any of the videos and you do enjoy them, a sub would genuinely mean the world to me. We've gone through a really good growth phase at the moment, much quicker than I thought as well. So yeah, if you aren't subscribed already, then do consider subscribing. It would be awesome to have you along on the journey. These roads, man, are no joke. Yes, come join. We are a easygoing bunch of fellas. That's it, man. That's exactly it. The VTC was born out of frustration with the joining process to other VTCs, and I wanted it to be, when I first looked at joining the VTC, my desire to join was to bring a little purpose to my game. Because of that, it wasn't content and stuff, so yeah, so I was looking around to join the VTC because I wanted a little bit of purpose to the game, and I just couldn't find one that was suitable because I was put off by either the application process and the application process was exponentially difficult in that you have to do a form and you have to do this and you have to do that and blah 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 blah, and then they'd review it. That would take ages, and then you'd get in and you'd find out that you need to do 5,000 miles minimum a month, which most of the guys, the role for SD Logistics are family people. They've got busy family lives. So it was, yeah, ultimately, as I said before, I have a full-time job. I don't want to be coming home and getting threatened with a warning or whatever for a virtual company. So that was what SD Logistics was born out of. And it's not for everyone. There have been people that joined and left because it wasn't really for them. I think they needed the structure and rigidity of a VTC, but my VTC is very much for relaxation. It's a game at the end of the day. You play it to have a bit of fun, and that's what I wanted it to be. And I think everyone here will attest to that. Yeah, I was recently up that part of the world as well. Them roads are tight as hell in some places too. Yeah. What's it like, Scruff, you were down in the Middle East the other week as well. What's that like in terms of road? Are there tight roads down there as well? Because I am running Middle East on here. So the map mods that I'm running on here currently, one of them is going to get taken off before the next stream. So I am running all of the pro mods. So main pro mods plus pro mods Middle East and pro mods the Great Steppe. And I'm also running Road to Africa. Now I am going to take off the Great Steppe because with the current map setup that I've got, you can only fast travel there. You can't you cannot drive the mileage to get there. And one of the rules that I sort of created for the series was that every mile had to be driven, so there's to be no fast traveling between locations. So every mile had to be driven, so that would go against my rule for that, which I don't want to do that, so I will take that one off because I've no desire to add on more places that would include the road connection to get to there, because you can't connect it up through roads by adding additional maps. But the way I've got it set at the moment is pretty stable, so I don't want to go adding more, because I'm also obviously streaming on the profile as well, so I don't want to be adding an extra strain, because some of those maps are quite experimental. They have some crash problems and stuff, so yeah, I think it's important for me at least that the stream has a good steady performance. So I'm going to take the Great Steppe off because it doesn't keep in with one of the rules that I'd set. No, it was grand. It was just as normal as the rest of Europe. I mainly stuck to the main roads. Didn't really get to explore too much off that area, but it was a nice change of scenery. Nice. Yeah, I'll be heading down that way. We'll be doing some down in Africa. The intention being, because the games are still getting expanded on and everything, so the intention being now is that I will just keep this stream series going for the long term. Every Wednesday we'll be here, we'll be cranking out some miles. We'll go for sort of 3 or 4 hours. In that time, I reckon we could probably clear 5 or 6 jobs, depending on length. And then we'll just, just have a meander around Europe. Starting in Scandinavia, we'll head over to, we'll head down to more sort of Central Europe. We'll head over to Ukraine, Poland. We'll head down to the Middle East. We'll head down to Africa. Probably back up. And then if we ever get there, and there's the final stream, I reckon we'll probably finish up in Swansea, as that's my local city. It's about 10 minutes down the road for me from where I live, so I reckon if we ever get to that point where we're fully explored and we want to end the series, then we'll probably do the final trip into Swansea. Time to make me some breakfast / lunch whilst watching the stream. What are you going to make, Kalali? What are you having for breakfast / lunch? I had some cheese on toast for breakfast this morning. BRB, no worries, Lynn. Oh yeah, grilled cheese sandwich. Had that on Monday for lunch. Grilled cheese and ham. Had for tea tonight, chicken curry. That's what I had, chicken tikka. I say homemade, but from a jar, so it's not quite the same, but it was delicious nonetheless. So I have ham, and I'll definitely be adding it. Awesome. Let me ask you this question, Kalani, because there's a conversation I had with Lynn a long time ago. When you make your grilled cheese sandwich, do you have a toasty press, like a toasted sandwich press, or do you make them in a frying pan? Same as Lynn. Got a we call it a toasty maker, but it's like a grilled sandwich press. You make the sandwich in the grill, and then it's like a George Foreman grill, but it's for making toasty sandwiches. So you make a sandwich in that, and then you pull it down, and it clamps it down and heats it up, grills it. Okay, so all nice and crispy. Melts all the cheese. Lovely. And you don't have to just make grilled cheese sandwiches in there, you can make all kinds of different sandwiches in there. Is it expensive? May looking to get one since I eat this quite a bit. I don't think so. Not here, at least. Anyway, you can pick them up for 15-20 quid, which is, I don't know the current exchange rate, but I would guess at around $25 to $30 here. So whatever that translates to in with you guys. Grilled cheese and ham sandwich. You know the drill, Scruff. You know it, man. Yeah, it's what we had for lunch on Monday. Which is kind of funny because we went for breakfast and we went to Brewers Fayre, which is a brand, like a pub chain. And they're doing all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet. I think it was paid like... Well, I think it's meant to be 10 quid each, but my missus, she works in the NHS, so she gets a blue light discount. So we ended up paying 15 quid for both of us and the baby to go. And yeah, you just go, you can eat as much as you want. They just got like a grill with sausages and bacon and eggs and black pudding and toast and mushrooms and beans and tomato. And to be fair, I wasn't expecting miracles because it was the first time we went, and I thought, well, you know, for an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, how good can it be? And to be fair, the sausages and the bacon were pretty well banging. I thought they were going to be like the, you know, the really crappy sausages that are basically the hoofs of the animal, but they're actually really good. And they do kids eat free, so you get two free kids per adult. So yeah, it worked out that we could take, if we go back again, which I think we are planning on, we could take all of us for the same 15 quid. And it's in drinks included as well, coffee, orange juice, apple juice. It was yeah, it was a good time. Yes, sir. I usually make it for my mom and I, since she likes it. Well, it's good of you, Kalani. You gotta take care of it, man. Anybody want some? Yeah, send it this way, man. Oh, that was a cow, I think. Some farms around here somewhere. I think that there might be one of them secret roads up there. Jack loves a secret road. I'll tell you what's really nice, and it depends if you like spicy stuff or not, but sometimes if I'm feeling in the zone for it, I'll chuck a little bit of chopped up chili in there. So it's like a chili cheese, grilled cheese sandwich. What we got going on here then, lads? Not gonna lie, that sounds good. It is. Really good. Hope you are well. Hope to catch you on the stream on Sunday, and we'll catch you then. Thanks for subscribing, Brent Hornet. Welcome to the gang. I hope you are well. Really appreciate the sub, man. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you've had a great week. Peace out, Wolf. Catch us Sunday. Yeah, it'll be good for Wolf to be back in the stream, that convoy. Nice, new subs finally appear on stream. Yep, it's been a long time coming, bro. It doesn't pop up on the screen, which again, that's a by the by, because all I really wanted was for to be able to see, so I can, you know, show everyone the appreciation, because I'm sure there's people that have been subscribed, and with the issues with notifications, they probably thought, well, this guy's an idiot because he didn't acknowledge that I'd subscribed. So hopefully it's here to stay, at least in there. Because that would be awesome. Coming all the way around then. Oh, you was, yeah. Start to stop. So I'm hopeful that stream elements will keep doing this thing and popping in the chat so I can see it, so I can show everyone a bit of appreciation. I'm going to be a bit tight through here, but we're going. Oof. The problem with the notifications is I knew how to set them up from when I used to stream on Twitch last year, because the process is largely the same, but it seems like there's something slightly different, and it's that common thing of, oh, I've watched a tutorial and I'm doing exactly as they say on the tutorial, and doesn't bloody work. So, but it seems to be working now, so hopefully it'll stick around. Back. Lynn, you've missed it all, buddy. You've missed it all. We had a great conversation about grilled cheese sandwiches. Come on, Arla, closer to nature. Maybe we could get closer to the speed limit. See if we can get some outside shots. It's a beautiful part of the world. As I said, I am rubbish at driving out of cab. I genuinely don't know how people do it. I find it really awkward. It's not great from a content point, because I'd love to do more out of cab stuff in the videos and everything, but I just find it really hard to drive out of cab. I'm off myself, bud. Gonna jump into bed. Tiredness has finally hit me. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Peace out, chat. Thanks, Graf. I appreciate you, man. Have a good day tomorrow back on the tracks, and I'll catch you hopefully tomorrow or Friday. Sorry I missed it. White bread and Kraft singles is the bomb. Is that the kind of cheese you use, Kalani, in Kraft singles, or do you use proper cheese? Like sharp cheese. I think that's what you guys would call it. Sharp cheddar. Come on, mate. Speed it up. No need for you to be going 20 miles per hour. Except the hill, I suppose. Maybe he's got the track I had from the first run. Oh, we got a little bit of a crashy crash. With an on-fire car. Swiftly dealt with. I use Kraft. Nice. You are taking the mick now, mate. So we got a right turn up ahead by the looks of it, so I'm hoping this Arla truck is going to keep on and we're going to turn right, because its slowness is frustrating. I do have sad news from inside my life though. Is it stream appropriate, or? I'm officially out of banana bread. Well, you know what to do. Rustle up another batch. So the Arla truck went straight on, which is what we wanted. We're now struck behind a Virginia truck. Oh, guys, you guys might know this, Linuan and Kalani, you American folks. So last night, the wife and I watched a documentary on a handout of bananas. Man, damn. But I will say this, Lynn, right? There are these places, right? They are miraculous places. They're usually made out of sort of bricks and mortar, or in your case, probably cardboard or something. Called shops or stores, I think you guys would call them. And they sell stuff, like stuff you might need, like bananas. Just saying. You know what? It's time for a photo. Because this is ridiculous. I'm just joking, by the way, Lynn. I mean, I'm not. Those stores do exist, but your wife's bringing some home tomorrow. That's all good. Anyway, back to what I was about to say. You guys might know the story. So I was watching a documentary last night on Netflix called The American Nightmare. And it focused on a story from Mare Island, which I think is in California, and it's one of, if not the most wild true crime documentary I have ever seen in my entire life. Focused on a kidnapping that got branded by the Vallejo Police Department as a hoax in 2015, I think it was, and it turned out it was real the whole time. Now, that program was a 3-parter, and yeah, I went from being convinced that the boyfriend had done it to being convinced that it was the partner had set it up, was kidnapped, to being convinced that it was a hoax between the two of them, to then the penny dropping that actually it was legitimately real, and this whole time they hadn't been believed. It was wild. I can't remember the girl's name, but I think the guy's name was Chris Quinn, I think his name was. But yeah, it was one of the most wild stories / true crime stories I have ever heard. American Nightmare. It's on Netflix in the UK. I assume it'd be on Netflix in the States as well, because it's a true life story that happened in America. But basically, the premise of the thing was this this couple living together in a place called Mare Island, which is in I think Vallejo, I think it said, in California. He rings 911 to say my partner's been kidnapped in the middle of the night. So the police come and they take him and they take him down to the police station for an interview to try and find out what's happened. and searched the house and everything, and no trace of anything at all. So he tells the story. He says he was sleeping with his partner. He's been woken up with guns, with lights and lasers being pointed at him about 3 a.m. in the morning. He's been forced to drink like a sedative, some NyQuil and some Tylenol and some other concoction of stuff that they found in his blood. Or they didn't find in his blood because they didn't believe him, so they didn't test it, but that's what they later find out, I assume. He's been drugged basically with his hands tied behind his back. She's been chucked into the boot of a car and driven away. He's then been sort of come round a few hours later with on the sofa inside a red squared off area with red tape. The camera's been put up in the top corner watching him. His cell phone is there. There's basically a note saying, don't call the police, we're watching you. You've got, we want a $15,000 ransom. The guy tried to raise the money with his bank, and they said, no, you can only have like $3,500 cash advance now. So he's emailed them back to say, you get $3,500 now. And he's not heard from them, so fearing the worst, he's gone. Well, he's called the police to, get help. So they've come, they've searched the house. Can't find any trace of her. This is why you shouldn't try and tell stories and drive at the same time. So they can't find any trace of her. There's no like trace of blood or anything, but he's like, oh yeah, these guys, they came in wetsuits and they came in wetsuits and everything like that. It's like real far-fetched story, right? So he's telling the cops this, and then the FBI show up. The cops like, basically, look man, I don't believe a single word you're saying. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how I can make you to be the monster. And this guy's just telling his story like verbatim over and over again, exactly the same every single time. And I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, damn, this guy's gonna, he's done something with the body, he's definitely killed this woman off. There's no way, this is so farcical, this story that he's telling is so ridiculous. There's no way that this is what's happened. So anyway, the FBI show up, they've brought a polygraph test with them, he's done the polygraph, they've gone, oh look, you failed the polygraph miserably. And then, see, they've gone onto the press and everything. Then this press, the guy who works for one of the newspapers, he's got a sound recording, like a proof of life sound recording from the kidnappers emailed to him anonymously. And she says basically the same thing. I'm whatever her name was, I can't remember off the top of my head what her name was, but yeah, I'm so and so, I've been kidnapped, this is what's happened today, this is something off the news that's happened today, so it's recent. So everyone's like, oh shit, she's alive. No one's looking for her this time. They're still questioning the boyfriend, they still think he's involved. So so that happens, and then like 24 hours later, she just shows up 400 miles away from where she's kidnapped at her parents' house. Like, the guys just let her go. So the police come and she disappears, and she gets a lawyer because the police have branded it a hoax publicly in the press, so she really thinks it's a witch hunt. So they finally catch up with her. She does an interview. Her lawyer present. Yeah, the police go on record with the press again. They say this is like the hoax. This is one of the most ridiculous things. They're wasting police time and resources. We're going to try and charge them for wasting police time and all kinds of this crazy stuff, right? So the kidnapper then, or the alleged kidnapper, emails the same guy that they emailed the proof of life to. Starts emailing him photographs saying, no, this is real, this is the gun that I used, this is where I held her, there's a picture of a bed where she was held, and all kinds of... What's this guy doing? He's literally like ratting himself out. So, he says you've got 24 hours to issue a full public retraction of your hoax claim, because it's genuinely, legitimately happened. If you don't, then I'm going to do it again. So, he didn't do it, he's still convinced it's a hoax. They're getting absolutely slandered on the press, and yeah, they're all lawyered up and everything, and the case keeps going for another 10 weeks. So 10 weeks later, the guy does it again. He tries to, but at this time it's in a different county. So he tries to kidnap this girl. And the dad's there, and he fights him off, and he calls the police, and he's got injuries and stuff. So anyway, the police come on it from a different police department. They figure it out, they find this guy, they find his house, they find this lodge, they find evidence in this lodge that he's been kidnapping people. They find stuff that matches the description, this woman that's been kidnapped in the original crime. And then they find a strand of hair in his boot, in the boot of his car. And yeah, the whole thing just got proved to be true. This whole like crazy scenario just got proven to be true. And this whole time, the police, the Vallejo Police Department, refused to investigate it. Basically, did no investigation work on the case to try and find this guy, because they just didn't believe the story that was in front of them, and they just so convinced that the couple were hoaxing the whole thing out. It was just sitting there. I was just like from one emotion to the next, because I was like I said, I was like one point thinking, this guy for sure, this story that he's spinning is so weird. There's literally no way that this is true. You know, it's all going to turn out in a minute. They're going to find this car, and it's going to be like torched with her body in it or something like that, with his prints and DNA all over it. Yeah, it was just wild, man. It's just absolutely wild. And then just the whole thing just got proven to be true. I was just like, holy shit. So yeah, anyway, that's the rundown of the story. If you still want to watch it, it's on Netflix, American Nightmare. But yeah, I think they ended up suing the police department. I think they settled out of court for like $2.5 million. I think they're still together now. I think they wrote a book about it. But yeah, it's absolutely, honestly, like me and the wife and I, we love a true crime documentary, because we're weird like that. But we in all the true crime documentaries I've watched, I've never heard of anything so wild as that. I'll tell you, this is a far out delivery point. I feel like I've heard about the show before. Yeah, if you police programs. Yeah, it's, if you haven't watched it, Rusty, and you've got Netflix, it's worth a watch. It's not so much like police like stuff in it, in terms of like forensics and all that kind of stuff, but just a wild story is worth a watch on its own. I feel like this is the never-ending delivery, to be honest with you. Don't make me mute you. This police hence is not watchable. Just get in photo mode right now because this delivery spot is crazy. Pretty well knackered if you run out of fuel here. Fortunately, we don't own our own truck yet, so we aren't likely to have to drive back up this and down the other side. So Norway-Russia border zone, that's where we're going. We've got a video camera up here, we will collect that as well, since we're here. What I do need to add on to this profile is the icons mod, which takes away these big green floating icons. Let's pull up. Stop the little shore. So the Borislovskaya hydroelectric plant. And I will apologise for any mispronunciations of these regions, which is likely to be all of them. Right, that's enough of that. Let's get this delivery made. Not far left to go. So actually, quite funnily, we've got to leave Norway. I think if I'm reading that rightly. We've got to leave Norway, enter Russia. Then leave Russia back into Norway. So that looks like we're going down there. So we are now entering into Russian territory. Yeah, I had no idea this was going to be this of a delivery job. I just got done making my grilled cheese sandwich. Nice. Have a little bit of ketchup on the side of that to dip in, Kalani, or just straight out of the pan? And then when we cross this bridge, we'll be leaving Russia back into Norway. Funny old... no GDC on this playthrough, I assume. No GDC on this playthrough, mate. I think it's going to be slog enough as it is, only doing 300 miles at a time. Let's see where we're at. We are around the back here. Around the back here. Or are we up on the ramps? Find where we're meant to be going. Must be up around here somewhere. It must be up here. Joking me. So we are actually having to reverse. I think we are going to actually have to reverse park. All the way up this ramp. Going to be very challenging. Or can we come? Oh, we might be alright actually. We might be able to come at it from the other side. Let's see if we can come at it from the other side. If I'm going to have enough space to turn around. There. Tell you what we're going to do. There is method to the madness, guys. I promise you. There we go. Alrighty, let's drop the load. So 302 miles, 312 litres. Alright guys, just as we're coming to the end of the job there, that is this episode complete. We hope to catch you in the next one. If you've enjoyed, hit the like button, have a great week, and we'll see you next time.